Nancy Hall on the line right now with Mindy Weiss. She is the author of a baby keepsake book, which really is the perfect way to document from finding out you are pregnant to the first few years of your baby's life. All inclusive and perfect timing to talk to you today, Mindy, because I have just found out or recently found out that I'm going to be having my first baby.
And I just found out I'm going to be a first-time grandmother.
Oh, congratulations to you. And I think we both know the perfect gift to be giving it to that mother-to-be, because a baby keepsake book really just absolutely covers everything any new mom would need or new growing family would need.
Thank you so much. It was so important that this book was charming, and really I tried not to forget any little thing in there that I thought would spark a memory or something that your children can actually see your handwriting, which is so unusual today. Who does that anymore? And I just thought it was so important.
That is important and not something that everybody does every day. There's a lot more typing than writing these days, but you can fill in by hand every little section of this book. From the first moments you're finding out you're pregnant to what was going through your mind the first time you felt your baby kick. But I also really love the fact that it's not just documentation, it really is helping you plan. It's making a list for what you need for your baby shower, making sure you've got all those important pieces when you're shopping for maternity clothes. It really covers everything.
Right, and getting your bag ready for the hospital.
That too, very important information from start to finish, and you really cover it all and cover it nicely.
So I was thinking of all these things, and I have 3 books for my 3 boys, and they love looking through them. Of course, my third one is much thinner than my first one.
And that's what my sister has said to me as well. She also has 3, and she said by her third child, she just wasn't writing as much down, but she had, maybe taken more pictures because it was more of the digital age at that point. But having like a book where you can really fill everything out from start to finish, was that a goal that you had in mind? Was that something that you were really thinking of creating when you made this book because of the fact that you kind of tapered off with your 3 kids? You wanted to find an easier way for parents to kind of get all their babies on the same page with baby books?
Well, mine didn't go through the first, 4 years, which is really 5 years in the book. It didn't go that far, and I felt like there were so many important things in there that my kids would want to know. I think what formed their personality, like it's fun to look back and go, oh my God, they didn't like hot dogs then, they don't like hot dogs now.
That's so funny. You can really tell where their personality was coming from even at that young of an age. Is that why you wanted to add, the more extensive years into it? And are those some of your favorite pages, the getting to the later in life?
One of my favorite pages is what happened the week they were born. What was going on in the world that year that they were born and stuff. And that little envelope for their first haircut. One of my kids goes, ew, Mom, that's gross. You have my hair in there.
But I bet it's stuff that most parents didn't think of saving. And having a book like this is a really great way to not only save all this stuff, but remind you of all the little moments that you might want to document.
I'm so happy that you said that, because it really was even when I called my publisher who did my wedding books, they said, well, I said, I'm telling you, there's nothing on the market like this. And I feel that mothers today, new mothers, are kind of going back to the old ways of doing things. Like, I walked into a house and I had bronzed my kids' first shoes,
Yeah.
And I saw one and I go, oh my God. And she said, yes, my daughter's trying to find a company now to bronze her, So I feel like we're going back to some of the old ways, which is so encouraging.
And what I really, really love about the book is that it doesn't just have to be about the mom. There's pages for the dads to fill out as well. So you can document, what it was like for them the first time they felt the baby kick or when they found out the news, and just all sorts of things about parents in general. It's not necessarily just the mom's point of view,
But I made sure I did include the dads in here, the dads' feeling. I said, hey, there's so many Mr. Moms now that they're the ones at home filling out the book.
That is very true. And there's an awful lot to fill out. You really thought of using like every page or every section to its fullest, from even having the growing chart as the wrapper around the book.
Very, very cute. And also the little books that you can remove. So when you're nursing, you have to keep track of your nursing schedule. And there's another book in there that you could take to the pediatrician.
Yeah.
And you could write in how much weight they've gained and how their length and then put it back into the book. So you don't have to take the whole book with you to your appointment.
Again, truly thinking of everything with this book, a baby keepsake book by Mindy Weiss. It really is something any expectant mother should have.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mindy, for taking some time and talking with us about your book today, a baby keepsake book. You can find it out in stores now. And if you know someone who's got a baby on the way, or maybe it's you who's got a baby on the way, do yourself a favor and pick up this book. Mindy Weiss, thank you again.